transformation of Trill.
Feel this in my soul. Got my blood pressure going.
This feels good.
Yeah, I'm moving. I'm going. I can't stop. I got motion. I'm moving. I'm going.
I can't stop. I'm going. Oh, crazy. We need like funding for, like some crazy shit. But welcome one and all to Across the Way from the US to the UK. Myself being Japan and Trill being the USA. Trill,
Yeah.
introduce yourself to the people, man.
What's going on? This is the AKA Trill. What's going on, everybody? What's popping? What's going on with my co-host? Say what's up.
What it do?
Say what's up to the people.
My people, I missed you. It was only 2 days since I seen you.
Yeah,
But absence makes the heart grow fonder. But before we get into everything, because today's been a wild day in the world of boxing, let's hear from our sponsors, D-Rock Clothing. Remember, guys, 40% off drock.co.uk. iBoxingHub 24. Big up to everybody in the chat, man. It's we got Saka back. Much love to you, my brother. Like I said, here at the show, where we are here for everybody, and we want to make your lives a little bit better with this entertainment we got going on over here. So thank you so much for tuning in. I got love for you too, bro. Much love. I'll pray for you. Big up to you, Saka, man. This is a really nice mess. I wish all episodes could be like this, where we get these lovely messages. In the beginning, got my dog over there. Big up, Sav. Sav heard my voice, and he obviously summoned himself. Yeah, we're live right now. Big up to Albuga. Big up Albuga. Big up to Trill. Big up to this guy over here. And remember, guys, you can scan the QR code to download the Transformation of Trill album. Okay, incredible work by my co-host and brother. Trill, take us to the promised land.
You take me to the promised land, my brother.
I've been.
What we talking about today? It's been a lot of things going on. Our brother Alex hit me up in the DMs.
Big up, Alex.
He hits me up in the DMs, and he was like, "Yo, Trill, did you hear about the Daniel Dubois quitting again?" I said,
"Whoa."
I said, "What? What do you mean?" You know what I'm saying? He said he's out for the fight, and Bocoli might be taking his place. So let's talk about that, Ricco. Let's talk about the exciting news coming to the last crescendo. You know what I'm saying? In February 26th, a lot has happened since I last talked. Shakur Stevenson has a new opponent, and so does Daniel Dubois. The last crescendo is falling apart. They might have to do another crescendo.
Yeah, I don't think this will be the last crescendo. I think it'll be like the second from last crescendo.
This is gonna be another crescendo. That's what they're gonna do.
And another one. They might even get DJ Khaled just to like be in there.
This is another one.
What? But yeah, weird. Speculation going throughout the day. It's finally been confirmed. Martin Bocoli will be replacing him. Daniel Dubois. People are using the word like knee, quit, all those horrible words that they used to use. But Daniel's ill. He's been medically. I don't know I don't know what's going on over there in Saudi, but that ward is getting full.
Is it? I thought it was. You know what I thought it was? A little bit of these guys don't want to drop the ball. They realize that Daniel Dubois boxing is unforgiving, right? And they realized that Daniel Dubois, because this is how I felt. I felt like he was overlooking the homeboy JP. you know, and I feel like his people feel like he was, you know, underestimating JP. And when it was getting down to the get down, when it's getting closer to the fight, it was like, oh, you ain't fight ready. You ain't fight ready. So you got the flu.
He looked ready. He was posting. Everything was all good just 8 hours ago.
You can look the part, but being the part is two different things. And you got to understand, I'm not mad. If you ain't 100% and you don't feel like you're gonna, don't go in there. Don't go in there because you will become a meme. Boxing the fans is unforgiving. They're not gonna care that something was wrong with you. They're not gonna care what happened, what you had going on. They do not care. All they care about is that you went in there and you lost. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they hate you. The other guy could be on roids. You know what I'm saying? If they hate, they don't care. You lost, you lost.
I think it doesn't go in Parker's favor, to be honest.
The reason why I think so, in a way, it kind of does, because I felt like even though I was rooting for JP to win, I still feel like it was a tall axe. You know why? Because the young man is fast and he's strong, right? Faster than the other guys, and stronger than the other guys. Well, I think that he beat so far. You know what I'm saying? So, I was thinking that this was going to be a tale of two fights. You know what I'm saying? A tale of two halves too. You know what I'm saying? The first half of the fight and the second half. If JP could get to the second half, I thought that he would have a chance to eke out a decision. You know what I'm saying? But I thought there would be a tall axe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just riding for JP because I've been messing with JP. You know what I'm saying? I'm a loyal guy. You know, I stick to what works. You dig? So, you know, I looked at it like, all right, Broccoli. It's not as fast. Yeah, he got popped, but he's not as fast as a Daniel Dubois. And I think that actually is in JP's favor because he doesn't have to do too much movement too fast because Broccoli is not Daniel Dubois. It's going to be a different type of it. He already seen this before. He's seen this before with Joe Joyce, and he corrected those mistakes when he went in there because people forget how good he was doing with Joe Joyce until he got tied. Then he corrected those mistakes and he went in there and he did what he did against Bing Bang Zhang. I'm not going to mention Deontay.
Why?
You know?
I'll mention it. Big up to the Bronze Bomber, man. To this day.
So definitely I think that if anything, this right here is a good scrap. This is a better scrap than the Daniel Dubois one because it was really in Daniel Dubois' favor, 75-25. I was just rocking with the 25% because I rocks with JP. You know what I'm saying? And I like his little skits. Shout out to the New Zealand Samoan.
Do we have confirmation of the Samoan heritage yet? Do we? No, we don't have that. Okay. It's a really interesting fight, man. I agree with you. I kind of like this one more than the Dubois one. I think finally Martin gets his big fight, his big opportunity that Billy Nelson has been tweeting about for God knows how long. Finally, the tweets get to stop. And here you go.
Ricco. Shout out to you, Ricco, for acknowledging that. This is actually really gonna be the biggest task, the biggest test of Martin Broccoli's career. You know what I'm saying? And biggest name. So yeah, shout out to you for saying that.
For sure. For sure. Because if Martin can, I feel like Martin will win. I'm actually going to go for Martin because last minute replacements are always the worst, especially if you have, you know what I mean? Especially if you haven't been preparing for him. And I've also heard or seen that Parker's coming a little bit heavy. So if he's going to be trading with Martin on the inside, I don't think it'll work out for Parker. Because we've all seen Broccoli being very heavy-handed against a Baby Anderson. But obviously Parker's far more proven. I'm not too sure about Parker's chin as well. Parker's been in a lot of fights now, and that when he chose to fight on the inside with Joe Joyce, I think that really reduced a lot, you know, of what he had to offer.
You think so? I think it made him better. I think that loss
Oh,
showed
for
him
sure.
that he was, you know what I'm saying? Because he was on a tear ever since then. You know what I'm saying? He been doing his thing ever since then. So, and he was hitting Joe Joyce with everything but the kitchen sink. He really got
everything. His soul, and he was putting.
You want to see a man get tired from punch? I know we joke, right? I joke when it comes to Daniel Dubois, and I be like, "Oh, people get tired from punching on him," and that's why he got those victories against Big Baby and Haverchat, right? That's what I said. But no, the case is to be it's really a case. It's really when you talk about JP and versus Joe Joyce, he really got tired hitting him with everything, and then
everything he had. But then I think his sacrifice allowed Zhang to absolutely
exactly
demonize.
That fight right there. You absolutely hit the nail on the head. He was never the same after that because Joseph Parker chipped away at that armor. He lost something in that. He won the war. You know what I'm saying? But he lost. He won the battle, but he
won
lost
the battle, but lost the war. Yeah, because that was just.
Yeah.
Even I was kind of like looking at it, like, is this guy? Is he? What is he made of? Like, what?
JP took the rest of the punch, that granite chin away. He took it away. He was the one that took it away. You know what I'm saying?
He walked so Zhang could fly.
It's basically what it is.
Paid the cost to be the boss. But no, I mean, 2 back-to-back wins. He's definitely got the momentum. But there's just something, I don't know what it is. Like, something's just telling me, like, I don't think it's Joe's night tomorrow. I mean, you know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Always like Joseph Parker, really, family man, upstanding guy outside the ring.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because I haven't seen, every time it comes up with JP, I haven't seen you pick him to win.
What do you mean? I picked him to beat Wilder. There we go. All right, have some of that. And shout out to JP for that win, man. I remember that day when I said to people, "Listen, JP is going to win." I'm telling you guys. People looked at me like, "What? Nah, Wilder bomb squad." Oh, yeah, good times. Who you got, Trill? You sticking with JP? That's your man. That's your man's.
Yeah, you know it. Just because I'll tell you why. Listen. I get it. Bacoli is the fresh fish, right? He's the new hot girl in the school. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I just had a vision in my head. I wish that it did. Yeah, carry on. I'm sorry.
So everybody is after the new, you know what I'm saying? The new hot girl. You dig what I'm saying? But they forget about the girl that's been there. You know what I'm saying? That's been a cheerleader, the star cheerleader squad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but she's been there a while. Her flips are getting, you know what I mean?
And she didn't have to, what's the name herself to get there. You dig? He's battle proven. He's tested. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that JP, I apologize for comparing you to a high school.
Nah, don't apologize. I don't take that back.
Yeah, but
that was accurate AF.
I feel like JP is battle tested, and we need to put some respect on his name. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Bacoli. With every time somebody mentions Bacoli, you know what the first thing that they say? What do they say? What's his attribute? What's the only thing that they talk about?
He's this bully physique,
power,
bulky, spiteful.
They just talk about power, right? They got power.
He's spiteful with those combinations.
You know what I'm saying? JP got a lot to offer. He got a lot to offer, and he got experience as well. You know, so that's why I'm not gonna write him off, and I'm gonna show him some respect. I'm gonna go with my man JP, even though Bacoli, you know, is Bacoli. You know what I'm saying? But hey, and you know what? You know what's so crazy is because they want that fight. Everybody wants that fight. They want the Bacoli and the Daniel Dubois fight.
Nothing will make me happier than seeing Daniel absolutely send mine into orbit, mate. Like, I'm sorry, that would be an amazing day, and solidify Daniel Dubois' status as him.
Yeah, definitely. It's all right. So you know, you got the news of the Bacoli and the JP, and we know you riding with Bacoli and stuff like that.
Yes, I'm completely writing off JP. I know you said you're not writing him off. I'm completely writing him off.
Listen, I'm with you. I think that this fight now is more even than the Daniel Dubois fight. I thought that the Daniel Dubois,
yeah, absolutely,
was more of a favorite to win that fight. This one, to me, it's like 50-50 now. You know what I'm saying? It's really 50-50 now. So matter of fact, a little bit 55 because I'm throwing in experience with JP on this one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say 55-45 for JP. But more competitive fight. If Bacoli wins, I think it'll be exciting because there's only way he can win is by. That's the only way that I think that he can beat JP. You know, is put.
I reckon he's gonna hunt him down like an antelope.
He's gonna have to. Because if you knock him down, you better keep him down there. Because if you don't, he's gonna come back and he's gonna beat you on points. He has done it. He got knocked down twice against the Big Bang Zang. And
exactly, he's softened up now.
And got up and won the decision. You know what I'm saying?
I reckon we're gonna see his soul and get sent to New Zealand. That's what I reckon. But man, it's a much better, much more competitive fight. You know, and it's a great fight as well. Like last minute to just get it like that. Shout out to His Excellency Turkey LL Sheikh. All right. But also some more breaking news that's obviously happened this week with my man Shakur Stevenson, you know, and Mr. Schofield, Kid Austin. You know, his dad, you know, showed a Instagram video of them, I think, in the hospital. You know, he also alleges that he was poisoned by a masseuse. Apparently, this is actually a real thing. True. Yeah.
Whatever, bro. Where's the masseuse at? Where's the masseuse? Where's the police report? That's assault, bro. That's assault.
It is.
He could have lost his life.
These are egregious allegations, though. Like that's the thing.
You can't listen. That's assault. Lock him up. You know what I'm saying? Lock him up.
It's attempted murder. Like it. I mean, well, we got Padley now, who's come in last minute. I think who did he beat? I think it was actually an upset.
Nobody. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think he beat someone. Did he beat Kakashi? Yeah. I think he might have beat Kakashi.
Listen. And not the worth note. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Nobody listen. This is bad. Maybe they can get together. If matter of fact, it's not bad. It's not bad. Shout out to Floyd Schofield. This was the best marketing / publicity / promo a fighter could have got. This is the best. His face was everywhere. People was talking about this everywhere. He had the boxing community. I went on Spaces. People was holding Spaces. People was getting emotional. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was going back and forth. This was everywhere. This young man got so much press. They was talking about this man on $1 million worth of game, you know, Breakfast Club. They were talking about he got his name everywhere. and didn't have to pay a dime and didn't even have to get punched in his face. So this was great marketing. Listen, we was dissing Auntie Schofield, and he's looking like he's the genius right now.
I don't know if I can co-sign off of that one there, just from the.
He's looking like a genius. And listen, I was just joking. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta admit, you know what I'm saying? Last episode, I took it like I was the man, like I was Nostradamus. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my name, Nostradamus. But I really took it like I owned it. You know what I'm saying? Because I said that two things was gonna happen: that he wasn't gonna show up, and that Shakur Stevenson would have a victory like how Floyd had against Gotti. I was just joking about the not showing up part. That was part of my banter. That was part of the whole setup about him getting.
Yeah, but you put that energy out there, didn't you?
Yeah. But I said it jokingly to set up the thing with Shakur Stevenson really putting them paws on him. I said saying he ain't even gonna show up.
We need to get a clip from
But if he did show up, this was what's gonna happen. I did not think that the boy was not gonna show up to the fight. But when it gets closer to the fight, maybe it was one of those things where, you know what I'm saying, they thought like, hey, yeah, you really ain't ready, you know, money ain't good money, and we already got all this good promo out of nothing. You can fight.
Yeah, but I know, but he's right. I mean,
you gotta think about it. You got to think about it. We're gonna want to see the recovery fight against Jose Cotula. We're gonna want to see that fight. Because he built up a storyline. Now he can't fight Shakur Stevenson. Exactly. Now he's gonna fight some other guy on this.
We're all invested now.
From being sick, you know what I'm saying? From being sick. So now he's gonna fight.
The masseuse one though, the masseuse thing. Jose, I'm absolutely dead, man.
Yeah,
I can't
because that's a soul.
I thought I heard it all.
If you're poisoned by somebody, we watch it all the time. We watch it on all these crime TV shows and stuff we got over here in the States. But if you poison somebody, you go to jail. This lady, she was poisoning her husband. Every morning, she would make his little coffee jug thing filled with coffee, little canteen.
Oh, yeah, and put a little bit of port each day, and then he's out of there.
Antifreeze in there every day. You know what I'm saying? And eventually, you know what I'm saying? He got sick, and the man went to the hospital. What happened? They send ass to jail. You know that's what if the masseuse did that and you have proof, then they gonna send ass to jail. If not, then it's just what it is. You know.
I want to hear from the masseuse, man.
Listen,
I really want to hear from the masseuse.
There's no masseuse. There's no masseuse. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna pay some lady.
You know what? But while Floyd,
I didn't know. They're gonna pay some lady to say I had COVID that I didn't know. While he's been out cold. Right, on the hospital bed, like regaining his strength and energy. His dad just face recognitioned him just one time, unlocked the phone. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Do you see how crazy this is?
And I saw the one tweet he did to Shakur. He was like, "All like we forgive them." Da, 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 da. I'm like,
this is crazy.
Oh my god, man! And it only happens in boxing. But yeah, nah. His dad was on some demon time there, unlocking his phone, and he's blocked people from replying. You know, so only people that he's following can reply. I've made a petition for him to follow me because I'd like him to reply to some of my tweets.
Yeah, we might have to. I was against it before, but we might have to talk to Auntie because this is crazy. This is crazy.
Mate.
And I gotta be honest with him. I gotta tell him everything how I'm feeling because this is not what it is. This is definitely not what it is.
I'm trying to find words. This is the thing. Like I'm trying to find words to kind of help describe this type of stuff, but I got nothing, and I just can't wait to see what happens next. Well, he said he wasn't doing interviews until they reached American soil.
This is
Oh my god! But yeah, always entertaining.
I honestly, for real, when I said that he wasn't going to show up, but I really thought he was going to show up, and I thought he was going to take his butt whooping like a man. But I realized that, like, this sport is unforgiving. You know what I'm saying? And they know that this sport is unforgiving as well. And they wasn't trying to take no chances. And I'm not mad at these guys. I'm for real. I guess I said this before, man. I'm getting softer in my later age. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get it now. I see it because we've been seeing this, Ricco.
True.
You act like you just now. We know we've been seeing this. This stuff repeats itself. So when I be saying,
the cycle continues, man, and I gotta admit, it is entertaining.
You know what it is. That's why I'm not coming up with these scenarios and I'm not just pulling them out of the sky. We done seen it before.
The passport, I mean, from the.
But now we understand. But now we got a context of why.
There's like a saga.
Now we know
there's
why
breadcrumbs.
these fighters do it. Now we know why these fighters do it. Because boxing is unforgiving, bro.
He just didn't make the weight well. I mean, it looks like it.
Yeah. Or maybe that cut was bad underneath his eye. Maybe they didn't heal all the way properly. Because he had a little cut from sparring. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know.
Someone said Oscar's quite annoyed at him and the whole situation. Yeah, I get it.
Oscar didn't want him to fight in the first place because Oscar knew he couldn't win. And then you made him, turkey out of sheet, probably threw Oscar a little bit of bread on the side. And Oscar probably spent that already because that's why we're going to be making, you know what I'm saying?
Because he knew he wasn't going to turn up. He was like, let me just spend it so they can't take it back.
Now he owes Turkey out of sheet a favor.
Turn the cheek, but I can't say the whole thing. But wow, I mean, Padley, I've got Shakur points, and fair play to Padley, man. He's actually a construction worker, I believe, like literally a construction worker. So he's actually said that he got work on Monday. I'm dead. This whole thing is killing me, man. So yeah. I think Buatsi and Callum Smith are going to be pushed higher up the card. I don't know why they were so low in the first place, but yeah, I don't know what they're going to do once they reach American soil. That's what I'm interested in. I've actually got notifications on for his tweets.
Yeah, man. It's time to go over the card, man, because we got these fights.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to go over this card. It's gonna be
So we got Callum Smith, Buatsi.
Callum Smith, Buatsi. You know who I'm going with, and we said it. And these are the last predictions. These are the last predictions, and it's no
for the title of Nostradamus for this week.
Nah, I'm going with my man 40 Callum. 40 Callum Smith.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going with my man 40 Callum Smith. We know where your allegiance lie.
Buatsi.
That's what's up. Shout out to Buatsi. This will be his biggest test to date.
Massive, definitely. I see. I got Josh to win on points. I think Josh will actually knock him down during the fight.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think that 40 Callum Smith unloads on Buatsi and drops him too. I think who's 40 Callum Smith's trainer? Buddy McGirt?
I think so.
Yeah, Buddy McGirt, Hall of Fame 135.
And Virgil's with Buatsi, Virgil Hunter.
Okay. So yeah. Definitely 40 Callum Smith. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good fight.
All right. Okay. So sealed now. Stamped in.
Wow. Is in
Buatsi points. Let's get it. Easy money. We have Shiraz and Carlos Adames.
Shiraz.
I got Shiraz as well. By brutal stoppage. I think Carlos Adames is going to get brutally iced in like the 7th or 8th round.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go there in the later rounds. He's gonna get him out of there in the later rounds. Maybe the championship rounds.
And then we got.
We skipped some.
I think we definitely skipped some. So,
Zhang and Cabral. Big Bag Zhang and Cabral.
I got Caballel by late stoppage.
By late stoppage.
Big up El Pinchy. Much love, my guy. Salute guys. I got Smith by knockout. Yeah.
I got
you know what?
Smith, but I don't got him by knockout. I got him.
He's not knocking out anybody, bro. Like this guy.
If it is, it's because of the corners in the ref stop it.
It's because of the masseuse. Because the masseuse was loose. Pause. Yeah, I got Caballel by late stoppage, man. I think every time I bet against Caballel, he just always, proves me wrong, annoyingly. But yeah, he looks like he's got a bit of spite with those punches, those combinations. It looks like he has a bit of power, and I think Zhang, will expire after like 5 rounds. Now I think it used to be 6. Now I think it's 5, 4 or 5, and then he's out of Zhang power.
I'm stick with my man Zhang. I'm looking for a big fight in China.
I always wanted that AJ fight. I always thought that would be amazing.
Man. And I think that Big Bang Zhang, in order that Big Bang Zhang got to keep winning. He can't lose to the likes of the Caballels. You know what I'm saying? He got to get.
What's wrong with my guy Caballel?
He got to get past this. He can't lose to him. And to get that big fight that we won in China against the likes of.
That we won in China. We all traveling to China for Zhang.
Yeah, man, we gonna all go in there. That's gonna be a huge fight. I just want to see it. I think that would be crazy. But yeah, he got to get past Caballel. For anything, he deserves a crazy big money fight against a real big name. So I'm pushing for Zhang. Even though I know, age is not on his side. But the last thing to go on these big men and on the fighter is the power. Shoot, we done seen Big George do it. Why can't Big Bang Zhang do it? So I'm going with Zhang.
If his conditioning holds up, nah. I think my mind is pretty set up.
His noodles. He's good. He's good.
He's been hanging around with Big John Fisher, so I don't know if there's a lot of health incorporated with those meals. I can't lie. All right, cool. And then we got one second. Ortiz Jr. Madrimov. Oh, great fight.
I'm going my man. I know who you going with. Just you can tell by the last names. But I'm going Victor Ortiz Jr.
I'm not geographically racist. Okay. It just so happens I don't choose the Mexicans.
I'm going with Victor Ortiz. I don't know. The question for me is still out on Israel. I'm not. I know I've seen his training regiments and I got a chance to see some of his little highlights and stuff like that. But I'm still questioning if he's really, really that good. Or did TC? Everybody's giving him props for losing to TC. Everybody's giving him props for losing his belt to a guy that came up in weight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's giving him props. You the man. You the guy that's 154. You the solid champion at 154. You know what I'm saying? And you're getting props because you lost to a guy moving up from 147.
Yeah, but it's Crawford, Trill. Like,
no, bro. At the end of the day, let's just put it all in perspective. He's getting praised, right? For losing to a guy that just came up from 147.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And we're praising him because he was like, oh, he lost good. He lost good to the guy.
Yeah, I mean, you can lose good
at that weight. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. Invictus been here at this weight too, so we're gonna really see these guys get it on. And is Israel Magrimov really that good, or did this was just a tough fight for Bud because he was moving up in weight? We're gonna see all that on Saturday, and it's gonna be really dope.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah,
It's still a great card regardless.
yeah, I think it's gonna be dope. I'm definitely going Virgil, but because my question is still out on Israel Magrimov, and I know that you being geographically racist,
Whoa.
I already know where you're headed.
Whoa.
But let the people know. People know. What's your predictions?
I just happen to be going with the more established guy in Madrimov. Okay. He lost good against COVID.
He lost good.
He lost great. That was a great loss. Okay. Big up this Sacco man. We love everybody, bro. Big up to everybody tuning in. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Madrimov. Virgil looks horrible. Seen some pictures where you can see, and I've also there's some people there on the ground in Saudi that have informed me that he looks horrendous. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Madrimov. And how does he look so bad? Like, why is he making the weight like terrible? You know, if he looks like this, he might as well just go to 160, man.
So you're picking Israel on that one, and then
Absolutely. Shout out to Israel.
We right to the co-main.
And our co-main event, you. Oh yeah, well the Schofield fight, ain't it? That's not happening.
Yeah, the Schofield fight ain't in there, but you do have not the co-main. Well, Daniel Dubois and Parker should have been the co-main, to be honest with you.
It was the co-main.
Oh, okay, then I don't know why they had highlighted Shakur and what's in there, but yeah, Shakur's gonna be going in there, and we both picked Shakur, so there's no need to talk about that. We just gave them. And then we got the Daniel, and we got Parker and Bacoli. We talked about that. I got Parker, you got Bacoli. Now we got the big fight, the major fight, the fight. All those fights are dope, bro. All these fights is dope, man. It's a great. I needed this for this week. This week of boxing. I needed this weekend of boxing. This week of boxing. This is something that I definitely needed. And I needed this fight. And it was fitting that we got this fight. Because this is G's weekend. You know what I'm saying? We lost my brother G from the Boxing Bros coming up. You know what I'm saying? His 1 year anniversary coming up. You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. Greg, man. We love you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So this fight right here, watching this fight, I wish G could have seen it, because this is definitely would have been.
I know he's watching.
Yeah. So this is gonna be dope. This is really dope. It's really hard for me, but it's really dope in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? It's bittersweet, one of those bittersweet joints. So with Arthur, Beterbiev and Bivol, the first time going out, right? I picked Arthur, but I still had questions about him with the injuries and stuff like that. Then I seen Bivol, and I got Beterbiev, but on this rematch, because I really watched the fight, and then I seen, like, I don't know if it's time, but I felt like he was just a second off. I felt like Bivol was just a second off, and all he had to do was fix a little tuning, the things that and then, like with Arthur, I feel like the things that he was doing, he's been doing, and I feel like at this juncture, he's not gonna change what we just seen and what we're gonna see. But I feel like Bivol has enough in him that he can really change the one little thing it was just engage a little bit more. That's it. And he has to fight. So in this time around, you know what I'm saying? Even though I like Arthur Beterbiev, I'm gonna go with, this is about a pick. And I think that we will be seeing a third fight, ladies and gentlemen. Because I think Bivol will get the decision on this one. and I think that we will see a third fight.
Yeah, echo your statements over there, bro. To be honest, I had Bivol winning the first fight. Everybody knows. I think he just needs some. I think he needs to finish the fight strong, as in the championship rounds. I think he needs to absolutely try and win those rounds, no matter what, and just make it more decisive, as you said. You know, you had said in terms of him that more activity. You know, I think he was doing a lot. Like, I think the thing is that, you know,
There was times where Better Beef was stalking, right, and he was posturing, right, and he gave the impression that he was making the fight and he was coming forward, right. Instead of fading and stuff, pop that mother in his face with that jab, pop him. Don't move around and faint and stuff like that. Pop him, because it makes it seem like you could throw that. You had the longer arms right there. When he's coming in, throw that jab out. Don't just fake the jab and then get up out of there, because to the ref is making it seem like you're doing more movement than what, you know what I'm saying? You could have popped him and got him up out of there. So it still looks like you're throwing a punch and getting out of there. You know what I'm saying? Instead of faking the jab or faking the right hand and turning him, you know what I'm saying? Which he was doing. He was doing wonderful. But I know from watching fights before and how certain judges look at it, the aggressor, especially when this fight was built up to be a certain type of way. So they're gonna go for the guy who's looks like he's the aggressor. Because there was a lot of times where Arthur was stalking and he wasn't throwing punches.
Yeah.
There was times where both guys wasn't throwing punches, but they couldn't do it that is moving forward. He was just coming forward and just posturing and stuff, and he was sitting there like they were playing chess, but nobody was letting their hands go. So, and when those swing rounds came about, and the judges was like, "Who we gonna give it to?" They both didn't really do nothing. They both were kind of even in this round. We'll just give it to the guy moving forward, and that's how you get swing rounds. Swing rounds is gonna come down to the guy who was trying to make the fight.
And it's those moments that you're saying there, bro, that are crucial. I think it will come down to the wire in certain rounds, especially the early rounds. But now that they've sort of, now that they've shared 12 rounds with each other, they're familiar with, the fighting styles. I think the fight will actually start at a faster pace from the get-go, especially from Beterbiev. I think Beterbiev is going to try literally seek and destroy everything for the first 6 rounds. I think he's absolutely going to try everything in his power to get him out of there in those first 6, and I think it's going to be a little bit rough.
I think Bivol did great. If he comes out there, that's what he tried to do the first one. If he comes out there, Bivol gonna put that stick on him, and it's gonna put him in his tracks. But he got to stick to it. Don't overthink it. It's a fight. Don't overthink it and try to turn this into this. Oh, this is the philosophy of boxing. Fight. Go in there and fight. I know he was hurt. He was hurt after the end of that fight. He knew what it is. You know how when the trainer says to a fighter, he says, "Oh, you're gonna be mad tomorrow. If you don't go out there and do X, Y, Z, you're gonna be mad tomorrow." And I know he was mad. He was mad tomorrow. Because he watched that fight like, damn, I could have did this here. I know it.
I think it'll just be a continuation of the last one, Trill. I think they're just going to literally, as if they're back at that first one.
But for some odd reason, I think Bivol is fresher.
Oh, absolutely.
Bivol is fresher. See, I take emotion out of this stuff. I take emotion out of when I'm picking a fight. I take emotion out of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be able to pick, have an objective way, be unbiased when I'm talking. I take emotion, like I get it. You know what I'm saying? I picked Arthur Better Be the first time. I was really emotional about picking him and why he would beat Bivol. But this is boxing, and now I see how Bivol can get a victory this way. You know what I'm saying? People only seen it one way. I get it. People was because of his wife, his ex-wife didn't make it no easy.
I want him to win just for that. I want him to win just for that. I wanna go on the dark web and find that stream that she's gonna be hosting, and I want to see the light fade away from her eyes when Bivol wins, man. You know, because no one needs that type of demonic energy being.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna get. I don't get into fighters' personal lives because if whatever's true, where she's a legend, if it's true, then she has every right to feel the way that she feels. You know, but if not, she's very tacky and it's very disgusting what she's doing to those children. You know,
Horrible.
but yeah, definitely going with
Shout out
Bivol.
to-
You know what I'm saying? So
We're both UD Bivol then. I think it's just going to be an incredible fight again, man. I just really hope there's just no weird, things happening because for some reason this card, I don't know, this whole week has just been a bit intense, with replacements and this and everything like that. So I don't know. Big up to Boxing Kangaroo. Salute to you, my guy. Saka, watch along this Saturday. Of course, bro. Of course. We're gonna literally gonna start promoting it tomorrow. So please set reminders for the watch along that I'm gonna be doing. Troll's, of course, the brother Trill is always gonna be joining me, man. This one's gonna be a great fight.
I'm doing a watch along from the bed. That's what I'm doing a watch along from. I'm doing a watch along from the bed. I'm gonna be inside the bed. There's gonna be 10
Parker's team poisoned what? It was the masseuse. There was the masseuse over there that is icing fighters, bro. Agent masseuse.
on somebody, but yeah, it was just this is crazy. This is crazy. We're gonna have it exciting. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for.
Yep.
This is the Super Bowl of cards. We'll call it
The last. I don't think it's the last crescendo though. It will be the second from last crescendo, and then there'll be a final crescendo.
Yeah. Another crescendo.
Another one.
Before we get out of here, let's talk about everybody's guy that they love to hate. The number 2 face of boxing.
To know who.
Gervonta Tank Davis.
Oh.
I don't know what is going on with Tank. Every time I turn on, I go on our favorite website, X. Every time I go on X, right? Shout out to our people on X though. Shout out to our X boxing community, man. You guys are a wonderful bunch of gentlemen. We have a great community of boxing minds. So I want to salute and shout out to you guys because some things I miss, and you guys inbox me and it's like, yo, Trill, check this out. So shout out to you guys because y'all are dope. Shout out to our boxing community, Ricco. Shout out to the homies.
Big up to the boxing community, man, especially on X. I sort of built the whole persona from doing the spaces and stuff. So that's all that will always have a special place in my heart. The bread and the butter.
I know you need to get back. You need to get back on there doing that banter and boxing radio, Ricco, and going back on X.
I did one last night. I think I did. Yeah, I did one last night.
Yeah, so. I've been, but I'm a lock in, man. It's just gonna be a real, I'm gonna try to take this week easy. But I have been on X, and I've been seeing everybody posting about, Tank, talking about the fights and stuff like that, fights that he wanted to fight, fights that he didn't want to fight, how people was acting. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about all this? I know it's leading up to this fight because he got the fight coming March 1st. Mm-hmm. I've been seeing the reports and the stuff about him feeling about fighting Shakur and hearing about him fighting Devin, all the stuff about Tank and the Tank news. How you feeling, Rico?
I mean, doesn't really bother me. I think he is very vulnerable in all of his interviews. Mm-hmm. I think if hopefully once he
basically beats, what I'm trying to say in a nice way, all these fights that he was talking about not wanting to do and wanting to do. Is Tank a good businessman, and is Tank looking at this as like
I don't know what his business strategy is, if I'm being honest with you.
yeah,
I'm so, I'm sorry, bro. Like so,
like
but
people say
there's
Tank's a duck.
there's
Do you think
there's
Tank's a
question.
duck? Do you think would you if somebody say yo Tank's a duck? Would you call Tank a duck if he was walking in? He was walking up to you, right, and you was talking to him, and you was like, yo Tank, I feel like you ducked this person. Who would you feel like he ducked somebody? Who would you say? Because me personally, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's ducked anybody. I honestly don't think he ducked anybody. Um, like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I like hearing both sides and hearing sides from Shakur and Devin, and hearing everybody talk. Like my daddy used to always say, there's three sides to every story. His side, and the truth, right? And you figure out the truth by hearing all sides. And from me hearing all sides, none of these guys have ducked any fights. None of these guys not even made any real steps to even make these fights. It's just basically on some high school stuff. Like, I don't like him. His sneakers is whack. I don't like him. I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? But it's
It's
really
extremely pathetic. Is
yeah, it's
basically what
really
you're trying to say.
I don't think he's a duck. I just think that these guys is moving a certain way. Like, for example, even like it's to the point where these guys are looking at it like on a business way, certain wise, because they're looking at these guys as being everybody's talking crazy and being disrespectful because it's the money.
Mm-hmm.
And we done said it before. You know what I'm saying? I done been famous for saying this when I was on the Boxing Bros, right? When I was like, yo, these people are crazy. Because people just be like, yo, this person's scared. I'm like, these guys is not scared. I'm not a professional fighter. But if you offer me 30 million and 20 million, how these guys offering these guys, I'm getting in there and I'm fighting Canelo with 1 week's notice.
I'd fight AJ outside my house for 10 grand. I'm not. I'm being serious. I've said this.
They say, Trill, I got 10 million for you right now. You got to fight Canelo Saturday. I'm on it.
The thing is, though, I think they also get to a position where, you know, with Tank, he's also been successful and made quite a lot of money in the sense of he can say yes and no to things, you know. But for me, I think all of them, from what it looks like, Devin and Ryan are on a collision course to fight each other. So, you know, I think with 135, you've got Keyshawn, Tank, Shakur.
Keyshawn is changing his tune. I guess, you know, Shakur Stevenson has said something. You know, Ward had put up a tweet, the world's gonna want y'all to fight, and then, you know, Shakur's like, told Turkey send the contract, and then Keyshawn responded with, send the contract then. You know what I'm saying?
Sick. Good stuff. Good, lovely. Let's get more and more of that.
Certain though, these guys is not giving no money to anybody being disrespectful and rude and racist. They're gonna let them starve, and rightfully so. You know, even though I was on the front street, like some of these guys need a butt whipping, but you know where you hurt certain these guys?
Pockets.
They hurt them in the pockets. You know, so these guys don't want to fight this. I get it, because it was once said before, you know what I'm saying? It said to make somebody die, to kill the man and they die, is nothing. But to kill a man and leave him breathing, now you're saying something. So if you can have this guy, you know what I'm saying, sit around and hurt him in his pockets where it really matters. That's the
He's
lesson.
out of it.
That's the lesson.
He will. I mean, everybody's over there, so eventually all of them will have to fight. Like, or
are they over where though? Like, cause now I'm looking at it like Turkey Al-Sheikh, he got to start having with these fighters long-term contracts now, because right now all it looks like he's doing is putting together fights
combat
in the backyard. Do you know what I'm saying? It's basically what he's doing, except for with the Canelo situation. But I really don't know, because I'm not pocket watching like that. I don't know too much about that. I just care about the fights. I really don't care about how much this person's making. I'm not getting $1. You know?
Regretfully so, yeah.
Yeah, $1 So I don't care how much Canelo getting from Turkeyology or whatever. But I do know this though. If he was talking about doing good businesses and we want to get good guaranteed fights, he needs to start throwing that money and securing these fighters for 2, 3, 4 fight deals. Because right now all he's doing is paying per fight for some, just the flex.
I think it's more on the fighter though for them.
It's the flex. Basically, he's flexing. You know what I'm saying? Like he's throwing money.
He's been flexing though. Like the guy is a walking.
He's just a
pound
walking
coin
flex machine. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's doing. It's not even his money he's using.
But I'm sure that they have like a massive underground, like just gold city El Dorado thing. I'm gonna infiltrate it one day, I swear. Or in the next life. Big up to my guy, World Combat Man, just coming at the end of the show, my bro.
I'm with you. I'm with you. World Combat Sports. This is what I'm talking about right now. What is he gonna do? Right now, it just seems like he's just paying people to come kick it at the crib.
I see a league formation. I don't know.
I'm there, but he has to start putting that into play because right now it just seems like he's
everything's just random.
Come chill at the yard. Shoot,
I think he's establishing the relationships now, though, with the fighters.
Give me a cool meal and one of those Ferraris. You know
give me two Ferraris. Give me two Ferraris. I'll give one to Tank.
A meal and a Ferrari, and me and Ricco, we're gonna come over there. We're gonna do across the way from Saudi.
From Saudi to the UK to the USA.
He gonna change it. That's what he's gonna change it. He's gonna change this rider season across the way.
Right. I won't deny it. Oh shit, right. But no, thank you guys so much, man. This has been an incredible show as always with my co-host / family / brother in arms, and Mr. Trill Dollar Bill. Please tune into the watch along that I'm gonna be having on Saturday. It's gonna be an incredible fight card. Can't wait for this, man. Trill, what you got to say, my brother? Oh, and download the Transformation of Trill album.
Oh yeah, that's right. We out of here. Make sure that you download the album. The album is doing great. I'm gonna release the numbers once we hit 28 days. Actually, we did a little sneak peek. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna release it.
Couldn't help yourself.
Yeah, I couldn't help myself. Celebrate with the people. So go ahead, hit that QR code right underneath Ricco right there and go download the Transformation of Trill album. You can reach us on Twitter, and you already know I'm Trilogy, the commission, aka Trill. That's Ricco. We're gonna hit y'all with this day in the life clip. This day in the life clip. You got it ready, Ricco?
Oh. Bollocks. I'm sorry. I didn't actually.
We got to cue it up so we can get out of here. That's
give me momentum.
We're gonna leave you guys with a warm moment.
Summon.
Guys, you know what I'm saying? Let you know that we're human.
Oh, we are superhuman, man.
Superhuman, man, and there's a lot going on. So once again, man, thank you everybody for tuning in to another dope episode of Across the Way from the US to the UK. Please like, please subscribe. Check us out on X. You're gonna be seeing Ricco doing his BanterNBoxing radio spaces. I know he got some things coming up leading up, but we got the watch party on Saturday. You can have breakfast with Trill. For real.
I've got the clip. I've got it loaded. Shout out to my co-host, man. Nobody better in the business, bro. Big up to my brother Trill, Dollar Bill, guys. And this is a clip, day in the life. We will see you guys later.
Much love. Yeah, Transformation of Trill.
Are you having fun?
To escape the sludge, there was only one possible outcome. Extinction. Dr. Lostius.
Say, grandson. What you say?
Only the lucky.
If I got locked away, if we lost it all today, tell me how.
It's from the heart.
I had to stay just to do that last bit. Take care, everybody. God bless, man. Hope you enjoyed that.